Hi, everyone. My name is Brynn Elliott, and I am so excited to be with you today. It's a really exciting day for me. I just announced earlier my new single is coming out next week on January 21st. And I'm going to be playing that song at the end of this live stream. So make sure you stick around to hear it. It's called Tell Me I'm Pretty. And a huge thank you to Cover Nation for having me. This is so exciting for me. I'm getting to play some of my favorite songs for you today, both my own songs and my covers, my favorite covers. So we're going to start off real strong with a song by one of my favorite artists right now, Pink Sweats. And this is At My Worst. Can I call you baby? Can you be my friend? Can you be my lover up until the very end? Let me show you love, oh no pretend. Stick by my side even when the world is caving in. Oh, don't you worry, I'll be there whenever you want me. I need somebody who can love me at my worst. No, I'm not perfect, but I hope you see my worth. It's only you, nobody knew I put you first. And for you, boy, I swear I do the worst. If you stay forever, let me hold your hand. I can feel those places in your heart no one else can. Let me show you love, oh no pretend. Stick by your side even when the world is caving in. Oh, don't you worry, I'll be there whenever you want me. I need somebody who can love me at my worst. No, I'm not perfect, but I hope you see my worth. 'Cause it's only you, nobody knew I put you first. For you, boy, I swear I do the worst. I need somebody who can love me at my worst. No, I'm not perfect, but I hope you see my worth. 'Cause it's only you, nobody knew I put you first. And for you, boy, I'd swear I'd do the worst. Thank you, everyone. I am now going to play one of my songs. And it's an unreleased song, and this is one of the first times I've ever played it. So that's very exciting. And it's called Can I Be Real? And I actually, I'm going to tell you a little tidbit later about, we just shot the music video for this before the holidays, and one of the songs I'm going to play later is like connected to it. So that's just a little reminder to myself to remember to tell you about that. The song's called Can I Be Real? Can I be real? Can I say what I feel? Can I lay what I bear? Can I open myself up, let you see what's there? I'm a dreamer, an overthinker, sentimental, it's detrimental, and I admit it, I've always been it, yeah. I get headstrong and I get stubborn. I'm obsessive when I want it. And I admit it, I've always been it, yeah. I'm so used to trying to build up my walls and my armor. What's the worst if I don't? Can I be real? Can I say what I feel? Can I lay it all bare? Can I open myself up, let you see what's there? Can I be real? Opinionated, and I can't fake it, and being cautious is not an option. I admit it, so can you take it? Yeah. I'm so used to hiding behind a smile. Who doesn't? Is it cool if I don't? Can I be real? Can I say what I feel? Can I lay it all bare? Can I open myself up, let you see what's there? Can I be real? Oh yeah, can I say what I feel? Oh yeah, can I lay it all bare for you? Open myself up, let you see what's there. Can I be real? I'm not holding back, I'm not holding back, I'm not holding back, I'm not holding back. Can I be real? Can I say what I feel? Can I lay it all bare? Can I open myself up, let you see what's there? Can I be real? Oh yeah, can I say what I feel? Oh yeah, can I lay it all bare for you? Open myself up, let you see what's there. Can I be real? Thank you. I'm gonna answer some questions now. Do we have any questions? Maybe not. Let's see. Woo. Maybe we'll answer questions a little later. All right. So now or maybe, we do have questions. Sorry, I'm tripping. Here we go. So let's see. Okay, so Christine B says, lots of love from Canada. Lots of love to you, Christine, and to Canada. I love Canada. When will you tour in Canada again? Listen, literally as soon as it's safe to go. I hope to come to Canada. I hope to come to all the places. Performing live, touring is my most favorite thing to do in the whole world. And so I will be doing that as soon as we can. So hope to see you there, Christine. What's your favorite new quarantine hobby? Oh, this is a good one. Oh man, there's so many odd hobbies that I've picked up. I didn't walk before quarantine. And that sounds like a very basic hobby and maybe something that I should have been doing before quarantine. But my favorite thing is honestly just going on walks right now. It just calms me and it's so enjoyable. And then the second one, I love coffee. Coffee is my favorite beverage. And I decided during quarantine I was going to learn how to make the perfect cup. So I got this new coffee maker and did a bunch of research, and it's a lot of like weird chemistry, science stuff having to do with coffee. And I'm really enjoying my coffee these days because of that. It's a great question. Daryl from Belfast, north of Ireland, is watching me playing. Oh, And I think he's saying that I'm doing well. Thank you, Daryl. I really appreciate that. I hope you're having a great day. It's my dream to come to Ireland. I've never been, and I just love the idea of a place that's so green and beautiful. So hope to see you there one day too. Oh, from the Philippines. What a star. Thank you. I also really hope to come to the Philippines. That's like also a dream of mine. Thank you. All right, we got some more questions coming in. What's your go-to at Starbucks? Ooh, that's a good question. I've already explained my love for coffee. My go-to at Starbucks, I gotta be honest with you, it changes a lot. But I'll give you the basic formula for my Starbucks order. It's an iced or hot, depending on my mood, it changes, coconut milk latte with like a pump of one of their amazing syrups. So some days I'm feeling raspberry. I've been in a peppermint mood with it just having been the holidays. So that's my Starbucks order. I don't like it too sweet, so that's why I only go for the one pump of sweetener. Do you have any pets? Okay, so my mom got a dog when I was in college, and I've been here in Atlanta for most of quarantine, and I feel like I've bonded with this dog so much that I'm calling her my dog, but in reality, she's not my dog, and I don't take care of her or pay for her, so I don't know if I can really claim that, but we have a family dog, I guess, and she brings us a lot of joy, and her name is Gracie, and she's a German Shepherd, and I love her deeply. Why does Tell Me I'm Pretty mean so much to you? Oh, listen, stay tuned for I'm going to play that song. I've just announced that it's coming out. So I'm going to answer that question right before the song because I have a whole spiel that I'm going to share with you. Oh, those are such good questions. Thank you all so much. So I was thinking about covers that I want to do, and I knew I wanted to play a Taylor Swift song, because this is Cover Nation, and I think, this platform is so much about artists, inspiring artists, and I'm so inspired by Taylor Swift and all of her songwriting, and I was playing over the weekend Marjorie, which is a song off her new album Evermore. I'm sure we've all streamed Evermore. Best album. Love it. And it was just a song that brought me so much comfort. And I'll tell you why. I recently lost my grandfather, and just a few months ago. And my grandfather taught me how to sing and loved to sing himself. And, Taylor Swift's grandmother is like singing in the song. There's an interview where she talks about how her grandmother's opera voice is in the song. And, I decided that I wanted to play this one for you guys because I'm an artist that loves to spread positive and hopeful messages, but hopefully not in a way that disregards what's painful. In fact, I think real hope is only really found when we acknowledge what's painful and hard in this life. Because hope is saying that even when it's really hard, we're still going to look for the good. And I just was singing this song, and I was like, this song is so inspiring to me. And it's so hopeful because it's talking about how maybe death isn't the final answer, which it often feels like so much. So this is Marjorie by Taylor Swift. Never be so kind, you forget to be clever. Never be so clever, you forget to be kind. And if I didn't know better, I think you were listening to me now. And if I didn't know better, I think you were still around. What died didn't stay dead. What died didn't stay dead. You're alive in my head. What died didn't stay dead. What died didn't stay dead. You're alive, so alive. Never wield such power, you forget to be polite. Never be so polite, you forget your power. And if I didn't know better, I think you were listening to me now. And if I didn't know better, I think you were still around. What died didn't stay dead. What died didn't stay dead. You're alive in my head. What died didn't stay dead. What died didn't stay dead. You're alive, so alive. And if I didn't know better, I think you were singing to me now. And if I didn't know better, I think you were still around. I know better, you're still around. I know better, you're still around. Thank you all. All right, let's answer some more questions. Do we have any more questions? Let's see. Let us see. If not, we will just keep going. Let me think about what I'm playing next. Oh, we got questions. Okay. What has been inspiring your music lately? Ooh, that's a really good question. Actually, okay, I'm going to answer this in two parts because I have a song coming out next week. It's called Tell Me I'm Pretty. It comes out January 21st. Tell all your friends about it. Stream it. Call your radio stations, all the thing. I'm always thinking about the internet and what it means to be a human and a person in the age of the internet. And I love the internet. I'm so grateful for it because we wouldn't be here connecting today without it. And there's so much good. But I also think there are some things that we need to have conversations about with the internet. And for me, I think, posting selfies can be a really involved, hard process, I think, as a woman. And so my music is really inspired by what it means to be truly authentic and not just hide behind filters, both, I mean that literally like our Instagram filters, but also the sort of like metaphorical filters that we put on, and a lot of my new music that's going to be coming out this year is about me sort of letting go of those filters and being 100% myself. And that's actually something that's been really hard for me to do in my life. And so I hope that it inspires everyone who listens to it to be that, to be themselves as well. And the music I've been writing, like this month, I'm writing breakup songs. And my first song, Might Not Like Me, was a breakup song. But I've been writing some kind of, I don't know if I would call them sad, but maybe they're a bit sad. And that's okay. So we'll see what happens with those? Who would be your dream songwriting collab? Ed Sheeran would be my dream songwriting collab. I love Ed's music so much. And I just love how he writes and plays so much of his music on guitar. I love guitar. It's my favorite instrument. And I love his songwriting style. I love his storytelling. And if I could write a song with him, that would be like, let's say I have 5 dreams. I have many, many dreams. I don't just have 5. But let's say if one of those was writing with Ed, life fulfilled. Do you remember what the first CD you bought was? Actually, yes, I do. So I was the biggest fan of Hilary Duff. I loved Lizzie McGuire, and I remember when Metamorphosis, her debut album, came out. I asked my mom if we could go to Target, and it was around my birthday. And I was like, can we go get Hilary Duff's Metamorphosis at Target for my birthday? And that happened. And that was really wonderful. And then I think from there, it was just a lot of like Hilary Duff and Avril Lavigne CDs, which I love. All right. If you had one chance to play any song ever for your favorite artist, who would it be and what song? What a great question. This requires some thought. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay. Oh my goodness. If you had one chance to play any song for your favorite artist, I wouldn't want to play the artist song because that would make me feel nervous. I think I would want to play a Beatles song for there's so many I love so many artists. It's really hard. I think I would want to play a Beatles song for Taylor Swift. I think I would want to do that, and I would want her to be like so honest about my performance and give me all her tips and tricks, and I think that's what I would do. All right. Those are great questions, y'all. Thank you so much. Okay, so I told you earlier that the song Can I Be Real that I played was the music video for that song was inspired by a song I would play later. So it's time to play that song. And I made this video. We got to go shoot it in Joshua Tree. I recently moved to Los Angeles, and my manager and I went out to Joshua Tree and just filmed a bunch of stuff for the Can I Be Real video. And that was inspired by a Killers video, the video being Human by the Killers. And that song and that video is one of my favorite videos of all time because somehow they make like a live band performance, which is already cool to me in a video. They make it even cooler because they go and play in the desert, and Brandon Flowers just does no wrong in my opinion. And so I wanted to play that song for you today also because I love, if y'all know me, if you follow my journey in my music, you know I love a good existential question, a good philosophy book reading. And I think songs are some of the most powerful pieces and works of philosophy, and particularly existentialism. And so I wanted to play you Human by the Killers because it's just that. And it's one of my favorite songs of all time. And if you don't know it, look it up, listen to it, and ask yourself those questions that this song is asking. To be quite honest with you, I don't actually know what this song is saying, but it does ask a few questions, and I think they're good questions. What does it mean to be human? I did my best to notice when the call came down the line, up to the platform of surrender. I was brought, but I was kind. And sometimes I get nervous when I see an open door. Close your eyes, clear your heart. Cut the cord. Are we human? Or are we dancer? My sign is vital. My hands are cold, and I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Or are we dancer? Pay my respects to grace and virtue. Send my condolences to good. Pay my regards to soul and romance. They always did the best they could. And so long to devotion. You taught me everything I know. Wave goodbye, wish me well. You gotta let me go. Are we human? Or are we dancer? My sign is vital. My hands are cold, and I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Or are we dancer? Will your systems be alright when you dream of home tonight? There is no message we're receiving. Let me know, is your heart still beating? Are we human? Or are we dancer? My sign is vital. My hands are cold, and I'm on my knees looking for the answer. You gotta let me know. Are we human? Or are we dancer? My sign is vital. My hands are cold, and I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Or are we dancer? Thank you, guys. All right. Question time. What is the songwriting process like for you? Do you have a routine? Or is it usually an organic process? Or both? So that's a great question. I would say that for me, I 9 times out of 10 always start with a concept of what I want to go in to write. And sometimes that's been a little limiting because I'm just what I'm saying in my songs is so important to me that I'm like, we have to start with a concept. But I will say that I think just like with any songwriting process, it's different every day as well. And so maybe I start with a concept, but maybe it morphs into something else with a different melody or different chords. So it does change every day. And then if I'm collaborating with people, I tend to like to kind of gravitate towards, maybe music first when I'm writing with other people. But for me, when I'm writing, it's definitely the concept first. So yeah, great question. Have you ever tried using a looper like Ed Sheeran? I have not, but I would love to. The thing is, Ed Sheeran does it so well that I just don't know if I could ever be as good as him. But maybe that's another kind of quarantine thing that I should work on these next few months. Food for thought. Do you have a fave philosopher? Oh, that's a dangerous question because I have so many. I'm going to give you two though, just because, for time's sake. My first would be Soren Kierkegaard. He's an existentialist philosopher and, asks questions like, are we human or are we dancer? Whatever that means. I'm still not sure what that means. If you guys have any insight as to what that means, let me know. But he's a philosopher who asks questions of life and experience of life. So what does it mean to be honest? What does it mean to be your true self? Were questions that he asks in his philosophy. And, I love writing my songs about that. So he's very inspiring to me. And then the second one is a woman who was writing in the 1600s England, and her name was Anne Conway, and she was responding to Descartes. And just so you know, I guess another question would be, what's my least favorite philosopher? And Descartes is definitely my least favorite philosopher. And I love Anne Conway because she really, was on his case and tried to argue sort of against his philosophical principles. So I love her for that. Anne's my gal. And what's my favorite book? Oh, again, really hard. But I would say any Jane Austen book. I am reading Persuasion right now by Jane Austen. And I love that it's like in this sort of, it's in the, 1800s. She wrote it in the 1800s. But I love the characters of Jane Austen. And I think that's why she's my favorite author. And all of her books are my favorite books. Great questions. Thank you all so very much. All right, I have one more song for you. And this is my song. And it's the song I've been talking about throughout this whole live stream. And I wrote it after I went on tour with Why Don't We in 2019, and I got to play for all of these amazing Why Don't We fans, these girls who, primarily girls, there were dudes too, who I noticed I grew up when kind of Facebook was just becoming a thing. But now social media is so all-encompassing, and I know how I feel when I go to post selfies on Instagram, and I do that a lot because of what I do in music, and it's such a great way for me to connect with all of you. But sometimes it can kind of mess with the way that I view myself and the way that I view beauty. And I think beauty is a very broad concept, and it's not just limited to the way that we look. In fact, I would argue that beauty is so much more than the way we look, or say it a different way. It's so much more than how we feel about the way that we look. So I wrote this song about that, and it's coming out next week, January 21st. I'm so excited to have this song out there, and it's called Tell Me I'm Pretty. Find the perfect picture out of 10. Wearing tons of makeup on my skin. It's a little much, but I think it's what they want. Dreaming up a version of myself, looking like a doll on the show. What have I become? Maybe this is kinda dumb. I've been so caught up in pleasing you, I got lost in the likes and views. It's been way too long since I looked in the mirror and saw the truth. Baby, sometime long ago I forgot what I should have known. I don't need nobody else to tell me I'm pretty, caring too much all the time. But what they think and what they like, I don't need nobody else to tell me I'm pretty. I want you to like me for me, not the girl you see on the screen. Maybe I'm worth more. There's some numbers or a score. Hey, I've been so caught up in pleasing you, I got lost in the likes and views. It's been way too long since I looked in the mirror and saw the truth. Maybe sometime long ago I forgot what I should have known. I don't need nobody else to tell me I'm pretty, caring too much all the time. But what they think and what they like, I don't need nobody else to tell me I'm pretty. Oh, 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 oh. There's so much more to me than what's out on the surface. The parts I thought were flawed are really kinda perfect. Sometimes I second guess, but hey, you know I'm learning. There's so much more to me than what's out on the surface. Baby, sometime long ago I forgot what I should have known. I don't need nobody else to tell me I'm pretty, caring too much all the time. But what they think and what they like, I don't need nobody else to tell me I'm pretty. Oh, 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 oh. I've been so caught up in pleasing you, I got lost in the likes and views. It's been way too long since I looked in the mirror and saw the truth. Thank you all. You can go to my socials at Brynn Elliott everywhere and find the link to pre-save. Tell me I'm pretty. That would mean the world if you would do that for me, and tell all your friends about it and stream it and call your radio stations and watch the video. I'm just very excited for all of it. Okay. Question time. I am going to stick around for several minutes to answer some questions. So please keep them coming. All right. Do you find becoming a public figure challenging to your personal space? Are you excited or fearful about this future outcome of your career choice? Okay, what great questions. You all are just the most creative, insightful, wonderful people. Thank you. This is a great question. You know, I love music so much, and I love playing music and performing music so much that I had to have this conversation with myself, and I still do, about what it means to be performing publicly. And so yeah, I had to have the conversation with myself in terms of like, what does this look like? I don't know what it looks like. But I can tell you that at this point, I love performing. And if that means that, I get to be out in the public a lot, then that's what that means. And so I don't find it challenging at this point. And I hope that I never do, because this is a very conscious choice. And I guess what I'm saying is I knew what I was getting into, and I hope that that I can just put out music and be out in front of you. So this is something that I want to do, and I made very consciously. And so I'm excited about the future possibility of my music getting out to more people, and getting to do things like this is just really exciting to me. And I think the love of that kind of overcomes and overwhelms every other thing. Thank you for that question. Angel says 2 things. You're amazing and I love you. I love you, Angel, so much. When did you realize you wanted to pursue music instead of, say, a doctor or something else? Well, first thing, nobody wants me around anything medical. I am terrible at, I can barely, like, if I have a headache, I can barely swallow some ibuprofen on my own. So I can't imagine helping other people with their health. But I realized I wanted to pursue music. It was actually, I started writing music when I was in high school, and I never knew at that point that I wanted to be a performer. I think in the back of my mind, I actually always have known that, but I didn't want to sort of admit that to myself. I thought I would go to college, and I love philosophy and the humanities and literature, and I thought I would just kind of become a professor or something. But I was writing songs to kind of process my life, and then I kept writing songs and writing more songs, and through that I got an opportunity to go on the road and open for an artist. And I think when I was on tour and I was performing every night, that's when it clicked. It was like, I can't live without this. And so it was really when I started playing my songs in front of people that the shift happened, and I realized that there was no other option for me. Thank you, Angel. Okay, one place you'd like to go post-COVID and why? This was actually a question that we asked at our Christmas dinner as a family, and there were only 4 of us, but we were all asking, like, where do we want to go? And my answer was anywhere. I love being out on the road, and I genuinely mean that when I say anywhere. Yeah, Canada, anywhere in the US, literally Europe. I have a dream of touring Europe and Asia in the next few years. So I really hope that I can do that. All right, let's see more questions. Thank you all so much. And thank you so much to Cover Nation for having me, and for letting me play my songs, and for letting me play some of my favorite covers. This is awesome. What's a dream venue you'd like to perform at? Easy. Madison Square Garden. Dream. I'm like weeping even thinking about the possibility of that. All right, y'all. This has been so much fun. Thank you so much. I am going to sign off, but I hope you all are staying safe and healthy, and I hope to see you again soon.